Employee expectations. The whole idea behind today's event is actually to make you understand how people are doing it, and probably even pick and choose your own learning out of it. We'll have next is Himanshu.
So as far as in terms of revenue, also I wanted to understand this, that whatever business you do, you should, at least I have aimed for it, that there should be something where some money keeps trickling in. There should be something which is a big opportunity. For us, consulting is a big ticket item. Every time we get a consulting assignment, it's big money. 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs, depends on the size of the deal. But it doesn't come often, right? But I cannot survive for that deal to come in. So for that deal to come in, I have my training which gives me people, which gives me time to survive for the big deal to come in. So whenever you model your business, try to have big ticket items and try to have something that keeps trickling money to you. I mean, I've done other things to keep this thing going during bad times. I've sold hosting space. I've tutored people separately apart from what we train on. So you have to do such things as an entrepreneur to ensure that the core thing survives. Coming to the marketing part of it. So these are some of the clients we dealt with. Top 50 IT companies in India, and we don't have a sales team. It's 11 years still. I don't have a single person in my sales team. I don't have anyone sending SMS or doing telemarketing or doing any kind of things. So what has helped us is what I'm going to share with you. Okay, so this is some insight. I hope it is readable. So before I came here, I just picked up some statistics of, so we follow in terms of what we do in our company for generating leads and for generating business. So this is some inputs in that if you see 50% of our business comes through recommendations, and 25%, another 25% comes from Google. So practically 80% of business comes via these two things. And we need to ensure that we are doing our things well. So in terms of, and there's this thing that we do in our company, especially I do it, when you grow a bit, it's difficult to translate your personal habits across the organization. So I'm not sure if everyone in my company does it, but at least I do it, where if someone recommends us through word of mouth saying that if you need anything in Flash, one thing is whoever meets me, if you ask my mom what does Himanshu do, Flash mein kuch karta hai. If you ask my wife what does Himanshu do, kuch to Flash mein karta hai. So the whole idea is everyone knows that I do something on Flash. I talk only about that whenever I meet anyone. So that helps me to build circle of influencers, and whenever that Flash word comes in front of them, my name comes in their mind. And whenever someone recommends my service to anyone, for example, this is mainly retail business of mine. This is the retail business where these statistics are valid. In corporate, this would be different. Adobe would be a higher percentage, Google would be a higher percentage. And so a lot of recommendations comes from employees within Adobe because we are one of their biggest partners. However, what we make sure is whenever someone recommends us, we finish the work and we go back to that person and do a con call and tell them that we have delivered and this is the feedback and this is how we did. So it gives more and more confidence to that person in Adobe. If मेरे recommendation किया था, they have delivered. Because a lot of times it happens that someone recommends you with a lot of trust and he has no idea what has done, and if you have goofed up, he will surely come to know that you have goofed up. So, but he might not come to know if you have done a good job. So if I've done a good job or a bad job or whatever, if someone recommends, we always ensure that the feedback goes to that person. And it has helped us tremendously in ensuring that people recommend us regularly. End of the day, you have to deliver. You might do all kind of marketing. I've tried all kind of things, giving ads in papers, sponsoring large events, burned a lot of money. But end of the day, once I realized that I'm just burning money left, right, and center. The only thing that is work is you deliver properly. So this is the statistics of of my customer satisfaction of last 1.5 years. So where overall satisfaction in what they have experienced in our service, 49% of them said satisfied, very satisfied. So every time we go to a client, he knows this about us. That so many people have said that they are satisfied or very satisfied, and what are the reasons because of which. So 92% of people have selected us, our services, because of trainer, right? And we don't. However, if you go to my website, you will not find a single highlight of any trainer. So we don't sell superstars that just because this guy is coming and training here, you come. It's our philosophy that we have said that if Technopoint, if you come to Technopoint, this is the quality you can expect. And it is maintained by customer feedback that this was one of the biggest reasons why they have come to Technopoint. And would you recommend us? So around 80% of our customers tell us that yes, we'll definitely recommend your services to others. So that has kept us thinking, from growing from zero revenues or negative revenues in 2003 to right now our top line is at around 4 crores. We've grown from 0 to 4 crores only through word of mouth and digital marketing.
So quick question. So the training aspect, is it before the training starts or after the training starts?
This is after.
After, okay. This is what they found the best in the...
Okay, so we spend a lot of money on our website. Our maximum leads come through website. Even if someone recommends us, we know that they'll go to our website. So we practically spend, around not less than 15-20 lakhs on our website annually. Both in terms of Google AdWords budget, in terms of the resources dedicated to. I have 2 resources dedicated to update my website. So we take very good care and we ensure that our website is always updated with latest information and easily accessible. So some of the things that we have on our website is called SMS this page, email this page, and we find that multiplying our leads and helping people to tell others. And now obviously there is social media integration. I don't have that snapshot on me, but share it on Facebook. We have our Facebook presence. We are yet to crack how to use social media. I'll be very honest about it. We have been using, we have been using Google AdWords very effectively. Every time you search, even in our SEO is excellent. When you search for a few keywords where we want to be on top 10, we are there on top 10. If wherever we are required to use Google AdWords, we use Google AdWords and we are ensuring that we are there. However, as far as social media is concerned, I'm right now. It's a huge question mark for me that as an entrepreneur, we have our Facebook page, 1500 fans, we have a Twitter ID, people interact with us. But I don't know the amount of time that goes in, handling that whole thing. Is it worthwhile? It's always a question mark for me that.
Vis-a-vis your AdWords spend, so lead generation, have you all figured out whether the spend is kind of optimized vis-a-vis the lead generation on AdWords? Now that you're telling me that 30% is anyways coming through. Initially, it would have been like 50% through AdWords and then through the rest of recommendations. Now it's nice to know that you have kind of reversed that. Now we have maximum coming through.
We have reduced earlier our spend used to be very high on AdWords. So based on, so once we reach a particular threshold level, so now we have at least 25 admissions every month. We want to push that. Every time a new technology comes out or a new product comes out from Adobe, we have to increase our ad spend because that time recommendations won't come because it's very new. So at that time, so we use our budgets strategically. We push it to push a new idea to,
So max leads are coming from searches or from blogs and other places?
Mostly we get leads from articles and blogs.
Articles and blogs.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you telling me that you not being on social media is AdWords से काम चल जाता है, social media में हो गए या नहीं हो गए, or is it the other way?
No, I've not given up on social media. I don't know. Only thing is, see, my business is very peculiar. It is not a consumer-facing business. It is not it's a very niche thing, extremely niche space. So I don't know in my thing someone would come on Facebook and say, "Hey, nice cool feature on Photoshop" or anything of that sort, So.
Let's take this in Q&A section because we are hampering his presentation.
No,
actually it's pretty much in sync.
Yeah, it's okay.
On your nearest competitors and with
consulting space? If you can throw some more light.
I don't know how do I identify competitors. So in training, we are obviously competing with the. See, my goal when I started the company was to be in competition with companies like Aptech and NIT and all that. However, they have all kind of money and I did not have the money, and I realized that we were extremely good in execution. So the kind of people who came to me were already experienced in Flash and they wanted to learn advanced Flash. But already had studied from Arena, are doing jobs since 2 years, and they are coming to us. So, if a fresher, so one of my objective is from an entrepreneur and from my company perspective is that when a fresher decides to do a course in multimedia, we should become one of the option. I still haven't figured out in 11 years that how will someone consider Technopoint as one of the option. Even if they consider, I'm sure they'll conclude that they should learn from us. Because the kind of audience that comes to us, they intellectually decide where they want to learn from, and every time they do that, they come to us. But however, a fresher, a student gets influenced by many other factors like whether peers are joining a course or brand and all that stuff. So we lose out on that. So we have 0%. I mean, I won't say even 1% market share as far as college students is concerned. However, the aim was that. Yeah, so in consulting, what happens is every time Adobe comes out with a new technology, for some reason, other companies take time to get ready with it and wait for a project and all that. I don't do that. We invest in training, we keep resources ready whenever a new technology comes out in Adobe. And whenever big, large companies like Infosys, Cognizant or HCL, they win contracts on these technologies, they go left, right and center looking for resources, and they will either go to Adobe, they'll get my name, they go on Google, they'll get my name, they ask someone in the community, they'll get my name. So that's how then we can translate. We call it heart specialists. Heart attack aata hai aisa technology ke naam pe, and then they have to pay us what we ask in consulting. So that's where we earn the big ticket money over this.
Do you face any threat between the
Silverlight is gone. In fact, Flash itself is in threat because of Adobe's various statements. But I don't see that threat anymore because what we have realized as a company is we know how the whole thing works. We know how to be ready for a technology before anyone else is ready. We know how to retain our people. Except when Adobe had recently announced and I lost 10 people at one go. I've never had retention issues in my company. I've never faced that where people quit and they don't show up and all that stuff. So we've been pretty stable as far as our employees are concerned. Except for last 3 weeks ago when Adobe suddenly said that we are going to stop, we are going to donate Flex SDK to Apache. So that was a knee-jerk reaction in the company where 10 people resigned and all that stuff. But we are going through that. So now people are saying HTML5 is the way to go and all that. And we had already started beginning to transition from, have few people on HTML5 even a year ago. So that's reality, Technology will change, new things will come up. But as a company, we have learned how to function. We have learned how, when a customer calls up, how to respond on time. We have learned how to be reliable. So that is what is going to help us business. Today it is Flex, tomorrow it is Flash, tomorrow it will be HTML5, some other day it will be something else. But as a company, now we know what we stand for. So things might change, but client will still prefer working with us. So like I said, as far as our SEO is concerned, Flex training in India, Flex is where we train almost 2,000, 3,000 people every year. This is our hottest selling course as of now. I don't know it will remain in future because of Adobe, but still, So if you search for Flex training in India, we are right on #1. And there are many players who have come in the space, in Chennai, in Bangalore, in other places, and they have shut. So it's not really easy to kind of sustain, continuously do it. We have always faced threat from freelancers or from this thing, but so there are certain kind of clients who want reliability, who want assurance that whenever we commit, their work will be done, and there are enough such clients to keep us busy. And obviously we give advertisement on blogs, so there are very good technical blogs maintained by a lot of people, newsletters maintained by a lot of people. So we have a list of such people, who write good stuff on Flex, on Flash and all that, and we ensure that our ads are there. So anything related to Flash, I have to ensure that Technopoint is there. So we have been I've been continuously hammering that. In fact, one of my first course, how I got a participant, we did a small ad in midday saying that no one teaches Flash like we do, just one line. And it made people call and how can you claim that? And I called them for a seminar, and that's how the whole thing started. So since day one we have been very clear what we are about, and we grew with the platform. Now Flash is coming to multiple devices. Although the Flash player in the web browsers among the devices is going to stop, but conversion of Flash application to Android and iOS is still going to stay. So we are banking on that. And other things that we do is we are very active wherever we can. RI Connect is my own initiative, community initiative, where we train around 1600 college students free of cost on Flex. So we do our bit. You don't need to be rich to do something like that. It's just about giving your time. We have supported Startup Saturday in Calcutta, and I'm happy that I'm here to stay. So anyone just raises a hand, and if it's within my reach, I've always said a yes. We have supported iWeekend in earlier. There is an event called Init RI that happens in Bangalore. UX Next happens in Chennai. So I'm based in Bombay. Our main operations are in Bombay and Bangalore. But as far as community events are concerned, anyone, anywhere has raised a hand, and we have been there for them. And we take part in our community events. So as a company, we have interactive services, training services. So we take part in training-related events. We take part in developer events, and we take part in Adobe Core technology events. So this has helped us, kept us going. And now, if you have any more questions, this is where you can reach us: facebook.com/technopoint and Twitter. Don't expect much though on our social media. So, as far as word of mouth is concerned, I don't have, we have not have a scientific way of monitoring word of mouth, but that's how my business has run.
What do you, you're saying that the word of mouth is your good work and that's what the customers.
Yeah, the good work has helped, and what has helped even more is having these small habits of ensuring that if a customer recommends us, whoever has recommended us, we go back and tell them that because you had recommended us and this is the feedback of the customer. We don't have a policy of paying you commission if you have recommended us. We don't have a policy of, so that is what a lot of people might recommend to increase the thing, give commission to your students or, do pay admission free and all that. But personally, I've never done that, and I don't think I have the psyche to do anything of that sort. We just have done good work and people have recommended us. And so this topic, by the way, was not chosen by me, it was given to me. So I'm trying my best to speak on it. And as far as online marketing is concerned, we do Google AdWords, we do Facebook ads, we do ads on LinkedIn. There is no next move. I'm happy where I am. Honestly, I'm not too ambitious as a person where I want a 500 people company or I want a lot of funding or anything of that sort. I believe in having an average of all things, freedom, time, money, peace of mind. So I'm not an entrepreneurial fit from that point of view where I don't chase money or don't chase targets. We don't have a sales team, so that is the height of it. Not having this thing. So I believe in average of everything. So honestly, as long as I ensure that my company grows and I can give good living to my employees and challenging environment to my employees, that's the only goal. There is no